What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Game Over Gherkinman. Welcome back to Dark Souls. Sheepickle's Quest for Glory. Today we're going to be finishing off Sen's Fortress. We're going to be doing a little bit of exploring of the upper areas and then also killing the boss. Oh my god, I got to the bonfire and didn't actually rest like an idiot. Boy, that could have caused me some issues. Not enough to level up yet. Thought I might have, but I'm not quite there. Yeah, this playthrough is going really well. I'm really happy with how things are going so far, actually. Really happy with how things are going. Now, there's some cool things in this area. First of all, if you want to farm for the Balder Knight Sword, which a lot of people do, because a lot of people know that it's kind of awesome, even though I'm not using it, this is where most people would do it. You can see these Balder Knights up here are a little bit tougher than the ones earlier in the parish. But, you know, they're not so bad. And they drop Titanite shards, large Titanite shards, and as well as their equipment. Now, I still really like one of their helms, actually. If I can get one to drop one. But, can't have everything. You know what? That's what I think. Titanite shard. Not very exciting. There's also a chest down here, if you're into those. Flame stone plate ring. Now, what does that do? I don't remember. Boost fire defense. Oh, right, that makes sense. If it's got a flame-colored crystal on it. Okay. Now let's make our way around the other side. There's quite a bit of exploring to do up here, but it's not too taxing. It's not a particularly difficult area to explore by any stretch of the imagination. But there are a few interesting little characters we'll meet along the way. Absolutely. Just gonna watch out for that. I'm not going to pick up any of these items near these charred spots until... And I will say, I'm glad they put those charred spots there so you can actually tell what the fuck you're doing. I'm not going to take care of any of those until I've killed the guy who's causing those big explosions to go away. Also, this guy's here. You might remember one of these guys from outside the Undead Parish. Ow, and they still hit like a tank. After all this time, I thought you guys might have softened up a bit, but... Oh, fuck me! That was while I was blocking. They've got some unblockable attacks. I just gotta keep a distance. This guy does respawn, by the way. He's a good source of Titanite, though. He does drop large Titanite, much like the other... Fuck! Much like the other guys in this area. There. It's gone. Large Titanite chug. Yeah, so he does drop large Titanite, which is nice. So, it's a really good area just in general, Sen's Fortress, for farming Titanite. Especially because you get the Golden Serpent Ring here, which increases the amount of stuff you find. Over here, you get a bit of a view. That is the bell tower, where we rung our first Bell of Awakening in. That's the rooftop where we fought the gargoyles. Isn't that cool? I love that stuff, being able to see that from everywhere. Oh, and here we have... Oh, really? You're going to use your arrow? This guy can be a bit of a pain in the ass, depending on your build. I'm not particularly worried about him, as you can tell. But depending on your build, he could be a bit of a jerk. His actual main item is, if you'll drop it here, Ricard's Rapier. Have a look-see at that. A rapier with intricate decorations, chosen weapon of the infamous undead Prince Ricard. Ricard's exploits are told in a monomyth. He was born into royalty but wandered the lands in a fateful, ill-conceived journey. He became undead and disappeared up north. Interesting. I love all those little details that they write into, like, just the weapons and stuff like that. Like, I think it's genuinely really interesting. And the game would be a lot less without it. The Divine Blessing, basically what it does is it works... If you run out of Estus, you can use the Divine Blessing and it'll do the same job, but it'll also heal any status ailments. And there's also the Rare Ring of Sacrifice. It's just like an upgraded version of the Ring of Sacrifice. That is the giant that pulled on the chain during the cutscene when we rang the second Bell of Awakening, because that's the Undead Parish over there. So that's the main parish, and you run through that forest into that, and then down through there into Sen's Fortress. You can get to that giant, and that's something I didn't realize until recently. And that's what I was trying to do last episode when I was down in the tar pit, but it kept fucking up. So we're going to get down there and kill him at a later date, when I'm a little more powerful, I guess, and I can deal easy with those Titanite demons. Also, my voice is starting to get a little crackly, I think, because I've been recording for like 4 hours, holy shit! Just how good of a time I'm having. So after this episode, I've got to call it a day. The main reason I'm recording so much in one go is this game is quite long. And I have limited time left here, and I want to make sure I get this game done before I run out of time, basically. Now, that guy isn't the guy who's throwing the explosives at us. He is the guy down there who is dropping those big balls into the ball machine, interestingly. So if you want to get down there and explore without balls being an issue, kill that guy and then go back down. But really, there's no real point by now. Oh, you cuntbag. Their shields work remarkably well. Even with this thing, which is almost fully upgraded, it's still causing issues. Regular Titanite shard. Little low level for me now, but thanks anyway. Now there is a key we'll be getting, I think. I think you get a key. Or can I already open this? No, I think I need to get a key first. Ugh, I get so close to this. Or is it this one? Yeah, need a key. That's going to be our shortcut, so once we've got the key for that, we can actually travel back down to Andre and get him to do his final upgrades on our weapon, which is nice. And it's also the shortcut back down to, part of the shortcut back down from Enalondo. This is a horrible spot for an explosion to happen. If you get hit there, you're done. You can survive some of the other ones if you've got enough health, but if you get hit there, you're gonna fall to a horrible, horrible death. Ball to gold, that's not really what I want. All I want is the hat, man! I want the Baldenite hat. Why is that so much to ask for? Interestingly, if you don't kill this guy up here who's throwing bombs, he will throw them at you during the boss fight. What you do is... This is really dumb. He'll do a thing, and then he'll get tired, and then his head will be easy to get to. Come on, do the thing. Just do the thing. It'll be easy. You'll love it. There he is. He throws a tantrum, and then once he's done throwing his tantrum, he's tired. And then you can just wail on him. Give him a couple stabs. Don't know how much health. He's almost out of health. So once this guy's dead, it makes it very much easier to explore the rest of this area. And down he goes. Now the guy who drops the balls respawns, and I think the reason he respawns is they needed him to, so that if you didn't save Logan, you could still save him. But this guy up here does not respawn. Once he's dead, he is dead for good. Which is fine with me. And also the other giant, I understand, he doesn't respawn either, since he doesn't do anything important once you've done it once. If you go out there, that's how you get to the boss. But yeah, now that all the explosions are done, we can explore here a little more safely, which is nice. So we can pick up all those items we ran past. Which will be very nice indeed. Very, very nice. Weird thing about this game, I think I've said this before, I find this really relaxing. I've died a few times. Certainly haven't died as many times in this as I have in some other games. You guys have got to admit that. I mean, I'm terrible at video games, and I've died at my fair share of terrible deaths in this game due to stupidity, but I mean, compared to a lot of other games I've played, I'm doing alright. Who's this guy? He's just a vendor.
Ah, what? What? Who are you? Ah, another undead, eh? I took on a sense fortress alone, but I'm no different from those vile creatures. I was driven by conceit. Ah, you think you're different? That you can handle it? Yes, I remember that feeling, for I was the same. So, let me help you out, with your soul searching.
Alright, so yeah, like I said.
There's nothing more to say. I'm finished. We're both on the brink, you see. End of story. You bloody fool.
You can actually summon this guy to help you in the boss fight for this area, and I've seen videos where he's actually taken the boss out on his own, which is pretty hilarious. The boss for this area, he's supposed to be kind of tough, but he's kind of just a joke, really. I should have enough large titanite, although I can use it to upgrade some of my other stuff. He sells the Greatsword. The Greatsword in Dark Souls 2 is one of my favorite items. He also sells a Tower Shield, which is a really, really good shield for some areas. It's got incredible, because it's so heavy, it's got incredible poise, and it can be really helpful. He also sells the Katarina gear, as well as the steel armor and the boulder stuff, which I've been trying to get a drop for, but I haven't been able to. So I really like that helm. But I'm not going to waste my money on that stuff. The Katarina stuff's also pretty heavy. But pretty cool. And the stone plate rings, which... I don't really care for them. I'm not going to be buying any of this stuff. But it is a good source of large titanite shards if you need those instead of farming them. I could use them to upgrade all the stuff I have. But they're $4,000 each and...
Nothing at all? Fine then. Rush in like a naked babe and be skinned alive.
Yeah, I don't know who you call it a naked babe, man. I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with my armor set so far. I mean, I'd like to keep upgrading it. Or maybe I will later on. But overall, it's doing pretty alright for myself. I'm still here. I'm still alive, aren't I? Interestingly... Oh, yes! This is that other room you can see from up there. And you died. Cage key. That opens up the shortcut. Wonderful! No, so these guys are taking... I was one-shotting a lot of enemies earlier with this weapon, and that's because now we're approaching the mid-game. The scaling... The effects that scaling have is starting to take more of a... Take more control of things, I guess? Which is why this weapon may not be the best for the late game, but we'll see. I really like the moveset, which is the main reason I'm using it. Yeah, it made the earlier areas easier, but... Also, a little tidbit. This guy, to make him look tall, they just made him float above the ground. Neat trick. It worked! If it was never pointed out to me, I never would have realized. Alright, let's jump back across here again and hopefully not die. Well then. Well, we didn't die, for what that's worth, and there's an item down here, I suppose. The sniper crossbow. Okay. Now let's make our way back up to that cage so we can finish upgrading my Boulder Knight Sword. Hey, once you unlock the shortcut for this place, it's not so bad at all. And then once we've done that, we'll come back and we'll fight the boss for this area. And we'll call it. Well, we'll fight the boss, and then that'll allow us to get to the next area. Ah, more large titanites. I can upgrade my armor a bit more too, which is very nice. Very, very nice. Alright. You can use that bonfire, if you like, as the warp point for here, but I'm going to use Andre's bonfire because I get 10 recharges at that one as opposed to 5. Just in case. I will say I haven't never died to this boss fight before. This boss has never killed me. Almost all the other bosses have killed me. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've been killed at least once by every other boss in the game. But I've never been killed by the boss for Sans Fortress. Even on my first playthrough, I managed to survive somehow. So, I'm sorry if I feel a little cocky about it. But I just feel like he's a really easy boss. He's quite fun. But he's not fun because he's a challenge, he's just kind of a dumb fun boss, I guess, is how I'd put it. Alright, now I'm out of Estus, so I don't want to fuck around with these guys. We're going to chase me all the way back to Andre, probably. They get to a certain point and they turn around. But yeah, they get that nice little shortcut there. I thought I saw a stream in there. Or it might have been a break in the visuals, I'm not sure. There's my bonfire. Delicious. Delicious bonfire. Alright, Andre, I'm ready for you to finish upgrading my little swordy majiggy. Here I am, sir. Yes, I need you to reinforce my boulder sword to +10. Ooh, I can start doing that one too. No, actually, what we'll do first is I'm going to reinforce my armor. I've got enough Titanite for that. Get my helm up a bit. And my wandering coat. Alright, now I'm going to... In case later in the game I decide to use this weapon when I've got the stats for it, might as well upgrade it now. Got the money. Why not? Well, I just spent a bunch of money, Andre. What do you want from me? Jesus. And since I'm here, I might as well level up as well, I guess. Alright, now I'm going to meet you guys back at the top of that elevator shaft. Alright, we are back at this tower, and we are going to make our way back to the top there so we can take on the boss for this area and get ourselves to Enelondo, one of my favorite places in the game. Favorite and least favorite, because... Well, actually, there's only one section of it which is like my least favorite, but I love the rest of it. Ugh, I think everyone loves Enelondo. Everyone's got fond memories of Enelondo. It's just one of those sorts of places. This is the boss door for the boss arena. To keep things fancy, I'm going to be using this guy who I haven't been using much lately. Now that it's +10, let's see how we go against this guy, the Iron Golem. Alrighty. Let's see here. I love this fight. It feels kind of like a updated version of the Tower Knight from Demon's Souls. In a lot of ways. I will say, if you fight him without lock-on, you will find yourself having a much easier time than if you try to do it with lock-on. Oh, he's gonna fall down! If I hit him in the shin again, all I have to do is actually hit him. There we go. Once he's down, you can just lay into him. It's actually possible to get this guy to fall off the edge of the arena too, apparently. I've never gotten to do it, but I've heard it's a thing you can do. Which sounds cool. As you can see, I haven't even taken a single hit from him yet. But I mean, that's why I like this boss so much. Like, this is my kind of boss. One that I'm constantly jumping around. It's all about being evasive. Oh, he almost fell off the edge that time. Come on. You're so close, buddy. Let's wait for my stamina to recharge a bit. No, I didn't want to kick. I wanted to slice him. He's so close to being dead. There he goes. Hey, I killed a boss with this weapon. There you go. I do it sometimes. I got a humanity for some reason. Examine Ring of Light. Before I do that, let's come over here and have a look at this. Here's this huge wall. It looks like this was actually filled in by hand. You can tell it's all brickwork. Someone doesn't want us coming up there to Enelondo, evidently. Who is that someone? I don't know. You can probably guess multiple people. Let's have a look at the soul we just acquired, the core of an Iron Golem. Soul serving as the core of the Iron Golem, guardian of Sen's fortress and slayer of countless heroes seeking Enelondo. Originally a bone of an everlasting dragon, used to acquire a huge amount of souls or to create a unique weapon. Interesting. It says that he slayed countless people, stopping them from getting to Enelondo, but Frampty Boy, the snake with the nose, said that we were the first one in forever to get up here. What's the deal? Who do I believe? We trust. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Analondo, home of the gods. What a beautiful change of scenery. That's gorgeous up here, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Alright, well, I'm going to get to the bonfire for this area. This area is very different to everything that we've experienced so far. There's nothing else like this in the game. But, we've got some big-ass statues here. And we'll see how this sword does against them, and then we'll see how my, Oh. Well, help if I hit them instead of their shields. Maybe I should turn off my, lock on. Oh. These guys can be a little tough if you don't know what you're doing. The moveset's actually very similar to the, Iron Golem, to be honest. These guys are absolutely everywhere. So this piercing damage does do quite a considerable amount of damage to these guys. There you go, I've had a harder time with this guy than I have with the boss that got me here. Which is kind of funny, actually. Let's get out of here. These guys are absolutely everywhere. Alright, alright. Oh shit, you woke up the other ones? Oh, butts. Nuts to this. I'm not fighting a couple of them at once. Oh shit, all three of them? No thanks. Okay, let's run over here. We can explore this area next time. We got 59, we got 49,000 souls. I ain't dying up here. Fuck that noise. Precious bonfire. Let's level up, shall we? We can put up our vitality, our endurance, our strength, and... oh, is that it? Well, we'll keep focusing on dexterity first because of my cute little pointy stick. And let's talk to this person.
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Analondo, chosen undead. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you.
Okay, let's see what else she's got to say.
What is it? What am I? Well, I am the keeper of the bonfire. If not for me, what beacon would there be in this lost city? A gatekeeper and a guide. That is my calling. The bonfires attended by the keepers are special. They are linked to one another, and their flames never die. Yet never shall the keepers of these flames meet. If you require rest, now is the time. That is, after all, what the bonfire is for.
Alright, well, that's all she has to say after she gets to that point. That's no more. This always looked to me like there should be like a invisible wall there, but there isn't. Thank you for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. I really do hope you're enjoying the series. Like I've said a few times, I'm having a fantastic time. I'm so glad to finally be Let's Playing this game. Holy shit. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a fantastic day and a fantastic week. I hope you join me next time. Peace out, and as always, have a good one.